What if holding on to anger chains you more than the one who hurt you? Have you ever felt a grudge weigh heavy, stealing your peace? Forgiveness seems impossible when wounds run deep, yet it beckons. Could letting go of pain unlock a freedom you've never known? Why do some find release while others cling to their scars? Today we ask, how does forgiving others set your heart free? Let's weave into a story that reveals this quiet power. Follow a woman whose choice to forgive changed her forever. In a riverside village where willows whispered with the breeze lived Mara. She was a potter, her hands shaping clay into vessels of grace. Mara's pots lined the market, admired for their strength and beauty, but beneath her steady hands, her heart carried a hidden wound. Years ago, her closest friend, Liane, had betrayed her trust. Liane had stolen Mara's designs, claiming them as her own. The village had turned, praising Liane, leaving Mara in shadow. Mara rebuilt her craft, but resentment festered, a quiet poison. Each night, she saw Liane's face, her anger a tightening knot. She wanted to move on, but the pain held her like a cage. One dawn, a flood swept through, shattering the village's peace. The river roared, swallowing homes, scattering lives in its wake. Mara's shop stood firm, but her pots lay broken in the mud. She worked to salvage what she could, her hands caked with earth. In the chaos, she saw Liane, struggling to save her own stall. Mara's heart hardened. Why help the one who'd hurt her? But Liane's eyes met hers, desperate, stripped of old pride. Mara turned away, her anger flaring, her freedom lost to it. That night, by candlelight, she found a clay shard in the debris. It bore a word, etched long ago. Release. Mara stared, her chest tight. The word a challenge, a call. She decided to act, to face Liane, to seek a way forward. The next day, Mara approached Liane, her voice unsteady but sure. She offered help, her hands joining Liane's to rebuild. It wasn't forgiveness yet, but it was a step, raw and real. The discomfort stung, but Mara felt a crack in her cage. Mara and Liane worked side by side, the river's mud thick between them. Their hands moved in silence, salvaging what the flood had spared. Each glance at Liane stirred Mara's old pain, sharp as broken clay. She remembered the betrayal, the stolen designs, the lost trust. Yet as they rebuilt, Liane's hands trembled, her face worn with guilt. Mara noticed the cracks in Liane's pride, her quiet struggle. The village buzzed around them, unaware of their shared history. Mara's resentment fought to hold her, but something else grew. Each act of help, passing a tool, lifting a beam, loosened the knot. She didn't speak of the past, but her actions felt like a bridge. Discomfort lingered, but it carried a strange, freeing warmth. One evening, as the sun bled gold across the river, Liane spoke. "I'm sorry," she whispered, her voice barely, louder than the water. Mara froze, the words landing like stones in her chest. Liane's eyes were wet, her apology raw, unpolished. "I took what was yours," she said. "I've carried that shame." Mara wanted to lash out, to let her anger spill free, but the shard's word, release, echoed in her mind. She saw Liane not as a thief, but as a woman, broken too. Mara's throat tightened, her heart wrestling with the choice. "I hated you," she admitted, her voice soft but steady. Liane nodded, accepting the truth, no defenses raised. They sat by the river, the village's lanterns flickering to life. Mara felt the weight of her grudge, heavy but no longer hers. She spoke again, slower, choosing words like clay on a wheel. "I don't want to carry this anymore," she said. Liane looked up, hope flickering in her tired eyes. Mara didn't absolve the past, but she offered a new start. "I forgive you," she said, the words a key, turning in a lock. A lightness spread through her, as if chains had fallen away. The river flowed, carrying her anger downstream, out of sight. Mara wasn't healed, but she was freer, her heart unburdened. The village's rebuilding continued, and so did her own. Mara stood by her potter's wheel, the village reborn around her. Her hands shaped clay, but her heart felt lighter, unburdened. Forgiving Leanne hadn't erased the past, but it had freed her. The resentment that once caged her now drifted like river silt. She and Leanne worked together sometimes, their bond fragile but real. Mara's pots glowed brighter, infused with her newfound peace. The village noticed, their praise not just for her craft, but her spirit. She realized forgiveness wasn't for Leanne alone. It was for herself. It was the key that unlocked her from anger's heavy chains. Mara's life wasn't perfect, but it was hers, open and free. Her wheel spun, a quiet anthem of her emotional freedom. Now let Mara's story guide you to your own release. Forgiveness isn't about excusing pain or forgetting wounds. It's about setting yourself free from the weight of grudges. Some stay bound, nursing anger that steals their joy. Others find freedom by choosing to let go, like Mara did. You can start today with one small act of release. Think of someone who hurt you, whose shadow lingers. You don't need to confront them or even speak their name. Write their name, the pain they caused, and then let it rest. Choose to release the hold their actions have on you. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, a door to peace. It's not easy, it's raw, like clay before it's shaped. Mara didn't heal in a moment, but she began with a choice. Start with one grudge, one weight you're ready to shed. Breathe and say, "I release this for my own freedom." Each step lightens you, makes space for joy, for growth. Like Mara, you can craft a life unbound by old pain. Your heart is waiting, not to forget, but to be free. Choose forgiveness, not for them, but for the you to come. Take that step now and feel your chains begin to break.